Alright, welcome back to the Surge. Some success. I guess if you could call it a success. He's dead now. And we have the MG Ignis, which is probably one of the better weapons in the game, simply because of its speed. MG Ignis was created as a result of feedback from the MG Caladrium users, equipped with greater length that reduces incidental mental injuries by more than 70%. Its high heat-cutting power is undiminished, however. For increased safety users, the MG Ignis are cautioned to avoid using it to cut through overhead objects. Same stick as the other fire-based weaponry. We also have this guy to take care of. And I figured out, I've remembered a couple of things, one of which is how the, how the sneak attacks work. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. Anyway, so sneak attacks work pretty much as to be expected. You have to walk very slowly, and when the box turns orange, you can form a sneak attack. Unfortunately, you have to be almost on top of them and for it to work. There you go. Plus, blocking is a thing. That took way too long. And there he's dead. Alright. Okay, so there's a couple places I want to look into other than that, that other room that we just got the MG, whatchamacallit, Ignis from. This room, for starters, I'm going to ignore him because there's no point in fighting him and they take too long. They're just a resource drain, essentially. So there's a couple of these hallways, and they all go slightly different places. This is probably the most important one because it gets you across this walkway without you having to engage the two robots and the dudes with the rivet guns mounted. But I'm going to go look at the other end of this passage first. If I remember correctly, it just goes to the, it drops us down into the room where the guy with the rivet gun is. Which I will admit probably would have been easier. But there's Ignis Boy, and here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to go back this way, because there's no point in fighting him. And then I'm going to go to Irina, if I remember correctly, who's looking for a proper weapon, right? And dodge, because he will swing. So they have this combustible gas they like to use. And we can give her the MG Ignis.
Hey, shouldn't you
Irina.
be searching stuff for me?
I have what you need.
What if I told you...
Usually saying that is a prelude to disappointment, but hey, I'm game. So, let's see what you've got.
Oh. So we're looking for a very specific
Actually,
weapon.
I need to leave.
I did not know that.
Talkative one, are you?
And I think there's a lore...
And tend to your every need
Nope.
before escorting you back to Creole World.
So yeah, we need to cross that bridge without dying, which apparently is something I find rather difficult. And to do that, yeah, they've got like an energy beam. I think it's a heat beam, a torch arm that they like to swing around. They're also mostly invincible from the front because of that big shield they've got, and they can emit an explosive gas that they then ignite. They're really not worth fighting. And they only give you a handful of scrap, so it's not worth it. It really isn't. So let's go down. I think this will spit us out on the other side of the... Hey. This puts us out on the other side of this bridge. Actually, I wonder... We're supposed to go down. I know that much. I just don't remember... Aha. A thing. More scrap. Alright. Okay, so, yeah. Quick detour. And then we're gonna go take the arm. Oh, come on. He's down. We didn't get the arm. We didn't get the chance. That's one of the issues, is that the energy drain is so fast. It looks like somebody's been doing a little bit of deconstruction of their own. Gross. Passive module 2, we have 2 of those. It means I can get rid of one of them. And then there's a bunch of stuff in here, but we have to actually survive the encounter in here. Let's go for a leg, because I've got plenty of body parts. I need some leg parts. So we can do another sneak attack here. And you have to be pretty much right behind them in order to pull it off. And cut. There we go. Okay, so we got a couple items here. Some tungsten, not a big deal, but this...
So Ferguson dumps us, then it's all, buddy, come to my party. Fuck him. Listen to this shit. Hi, pals. As you may know, next week is my birthday. Who does he think he is after what he pulled? There'll be tons of cake, so bring your hunger to break Area 12. Hope he chokes on it. First the drones, then John, and now the salaries. He's got to screw loose if he thinks we'll forgive and forget. One of these days, I'm gonna grab my tools and tighten it for him.
Well, sounds like somebody got off on the wrong foot. And then if we go around, we have to avoid the drone. I'm gonna open this door, because I like open doors. Yeah, I missed it. There's body shots here. The nicest thing about the Vibro Cutter is it does have its medium impact. Impact is what causes stagger. It's medium impact, medium damage, medium something. I forget what the third thing is. I'll look. Medium proficiency scaling. Doesn't have that great an energy gain, but that's kind of irrelevant. Yeah. And in case you're wondering, yes, they can follow us upstairs, so this can be tricky. But we got a tactile Omni Boost, which gives us a bonus to single rigged weapons. Not fighting you, but I will take that, whatever that was. And endurance array. I think that's a bonus to... Oop. A bonus to our stamina, so we are going to want that. You see, he has a stamina bar, but we can't actually do damage to it. And then this, I think, gets us to... So there's 2 of these loaders down here. So this is an area you do not want to pick a fight. Yep. Oh, that would have been bad. Nope. Aha.
This has been again. I'm still waiting at the outbound station.
So Ben Burke is a
try and get to the old biolabs.
Ben Burke is a survivor. Dude.
But I'm not leaving without you. I know recycling and the waste storage are a mess, but get through there and it will get better.
Sorry about that. Ben Burke is a survivor who we essentially have to follow through this entire... Yeah, once we're not fighting dudes in heavy armor, this is much easier. Okay, this moves.
Warning, canal bridges extending in recycling.
But it also moves the
With
bridges.
the implemented overtime hours, my guys have been relying on their implants, but I'm noticing increasingly erratic behavior from them. This schedule was meant to be temporary, but it's been months now with no sign of respite. Now, I don't blame my team for using, but the side effects are becoming increasingly apparent. There's even been fights. And, you know, some people are just acting downright weird. And we're going to have big problems soon if something isn't done, and I won't be held responsible.
That opens that door to the recycling hub. What's this? Oh, is that a metavoltaic regulator? Okay, this is a little different. This essentially, if you have health to a certain level, aha, this is our shortcut. If you have your health up to a certain level, then it will recharge your health automatically. I think. Let me double check because we need to read we've got some implants to read. Enhanced array increases stamina regeneration while energy is high. Okay, that's not terrible. It could be better. Intended for employees who find themselves generating more energy than they need, endurance arrays only activate in the presence of significant energy surplus. In order to reduce recovery time from peak physical efforts, power is channeled into the major skeletal muscular groups, enabling employees to enjoy a faster return to peak muscular output. Okay. And metavoltaic regulator version 2, building on the metavoltaic circuit technology developed by Dr. Barrett. Metavoltaic regulators perform a function similar to their injectable countertypes. In case of injury, generating energy is automatically used to simulate healing until the comprehensive medical care can be found. That's actually pretty cool. And then this is the tactile boost. It gives you a bonus to the one-handed weapons, and not including the staff, which is weird. Deceptively complex piece of machinery, the tactile Omni Boost increases the sensitivity and response speed of manual movements by increasing electrical activity in the cerebellum. In case of tremors, dizziness, or loss of equilibrium, discontinue use immediately and file a bug report with the employee satisfaction department. Sorry. So that's all our new stuff. And then we can move the recyclers.
Attention. Smelter task reassignment confirmed.
So what that does is it moves them to a slightly different location so that they're not right next to each other, and that way we can fight them without having to worry too much about getting our butts kicked. Alright, I'm going to call the elevator because I think this takes us right back into the smelter section, but I don't remember. Let's find out. Come on. I think there's only one instance where you actually hit an elevator button and somebody comes out of the elevator at you. Yep. So we now have the smelters in 2 locations, so we can fight them fairly effectively if we needed to. The only problem with the smelters is there's these freaking holes in the ground that I think you die if you fall down there. So you just have to be careful when you do that stuff. The problem with the second smelter, though, is there's that repair droid right there who will join in the fun. I'm going to come back to these because I don't feel like dying a lot. I'll probably do it off screen because you've seen me fight a smelter before. But this is what we need to do here. This is also a trap. If they run away, it's usually a trap. Yep, because he's going for the owl. He's going for the rivet gun, but there's a dude right there on the other side. Dude, it's one of the repair droids. So I'm gonna kill him real fast. Solves that problem, and then we run away. Because I really don't want to fight those things. Whoa! I forgot how fast they were. They have a surprising amount of speed. Nope. Nope. And arm. and ops. So the game lives for like sneaky bullshit where they have guys jump at you from around a corner. Oh, this is that shortcut right there. Okay, so this is going to be our primary shortcut. I'm actually going to run back to ops because I've been doing some upgrading off screen, where we've got upgraded the armor, the Lynx gear, to slightly better defense, which has helped fairly significantly. But we've also been upgrading the weapons.
Assistance, Warren.
I need some. So I think it's just. Is it just this one? Yeah. Neat. And I'm also going to upgrade this because I like this weapon. I could upgrade it a third time. Hang on one second. I'm going to... Oh, we can still get the Bloodhound. An articulated servo leg of one of the Creo's security robot tracker units. So the dog thing that jumped at me and beat the shit out of me a couple of videos ago, that's what that is. Pneumatic helices are of much greater density than those would be employee gear, generating a level of force that would cause complete auto-amputation if used by humans. Its great weight allows it to deliver heavy blunt force trauma wherever it strikes. It's a slightly better version, or better. It's a heavy-duty weapon, which means it's the same as the RS3 Titan. It has a better proficiency scaling than the Titan. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna burn a bunch of my consumables. Yay. And then we're gonna upgrade some of our weapons, as many as we can. Because I want to get this thing up, because I want to use this. It does less damage, but it has a better energy scaling and it sets shit on fire. And it looks like that's all we're going to be able to upgrade, unfortunately. I don't have enough scrap. So I'm going to take this off favorites. Oh, you can't... Okay. I'm stupid. Oops. Then we can take this off favorites. I'm going to put these on favorites and this on favorites. So what allows us to do is by hitting the right button, we can quick switch our weapons in case of emergencies. But for right now, we're going to be using this.
Out there.
We're going to use our shortcut to get back to where we were. Banging noises, just the zombified dude. So there's zombie dudes, which are slow and kind of weak and don't give a whole lot of scrap. The next level up is the kind of insane workers, which is what these guys are. I don't really want to put up with his bullshit today. Yeah, so setting them on fire does a significant amount of damage. And then we can go through here. And we just have to be a little careful when coming around this corner, because it's... Oh, right. I knew there was a reason why that was important. I just couldn't remember what it was. Shit. One of the things that... Actually, more recent versions of, like, the Dark Souls style games and the... Elden Ring was actually pretty guilty of this. But Deck 13 also kind of gets wrong with their combat is the human enemies do not function the same way the player does. They do not have stamina. They have a knockdown bar. They do an okay job of like mitigating it, but it still can get a little unfair. That was just a general execution, no target there. But we're moving right along. Now we're about to meet another survivor, kind of. Assuming I can get through this without getting massacred. Endurance enhancer. That's what I was looking for. The endurance enhancer is what... There. increases max stamina. Fight to Save Earth requires unflagging effort from all of Creo's valued employees. This minimally invasive implant channels power into the major skeletal muscular groups, reducing lactic acid buildup and increasing cell oxygen uptake, making mid-shift fatigue a thing of the past. The important thing there, right there, scales with core power, and you know what? I didn't even look. Yeah, so I'm gonna want to plug those in next chance I get, because what that means is as you level up your character, you get more health and more stamina, etc. I don't know why that they changed that in the second game, because you just get a point to put into it. What is that noise? Oh. He's stuck. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm gonna tweak the upgrades a little bit, and then I'll see you guys in a minute. So this is one of the few instances, this right here is one of the few instances where we're actually running into someone who doesn't have any armor. They've also figured out what I've been doing wrong. So yeah, I switched things up a little with the, oops. Yep. The Engelhart is probably our best. Single rigged is one of our best options. And there's another vanadium E-cell. And we need to overpower this in order to get through that door. So we're moving along. Slowly but surely. Power circuit bypassed. Allows us to open the door, and then we get to meet one of our minions.
You. Over here. I've got a favor to ask. Don't worry, nothing bad.
Yet.
Just wanted to see if you could get me some tech scraps.
What do you need the tech scrap for?
I'm making something. It's important, very. You could say it's a matter of life and death.
How do I know I can trust you? I mean, who are you?
Well, I can help you there. I'm Joe. Anyway, I know you, well, at least of you, and I chose to trust you.
I don't have 5,000 at the moment.
I don't have that much.
I can wait, at least for a little while.
Like, so,
Need to make a move.
See you.
this is where things get a little weird. Hi. I need your stuff. Wow. Making some progress. Biggest issue right now is this goop. It's toxic waste. These guys are actually wearing hazmat suits. And I just need to get their attention and have them not kill me on the first jump. Yeah. Come on. And so these are the zombie dudes, but they can still do some of the quick attacks that are associated with their gear. So it's something we need to keep an eye out for. And that's what killed me last time, was that he did a stupid running jump attack. But what we need is his armor. We actually we are required to pick up the liquidator bodysuit and craft it, which is kind of an issue that I'm not particularly thrilled with. They do kind of do away with it in the sequel, but again, we're not playing the sequel, so... His arm, get it. Look closer. Yep. And... Oh. Need the arm. And so we're gonna have to collect all the pieces and then go put them together. Also, we've got the 5,000 scraps.
employees. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, case, but unlicensed gambling violates federal and state law, and thus places Creo at a not insignificant risk of criminal charges and liability. So, all raging drone events are to be canceled immediately. Borrowed drones and other company equipment can be returned anonymously. Don't make me the bad guy here. I love a good drone fight as much as the next guy, but what we're doing here is too important to risk infractions of this nature. R. Ferguson.
But what we really asking yourself is, why is there so much toxic waste? Alright.
Changed your mind about helping me out?
Yeah, we're gonna give her the 5,000 scrap because we need to advance her story.
Guess I'm able to spare some.
Thanks. I won't forget this.
Leaves us a little scrapped for scrap, but
Make a move.
In that case, I won't waste any more of your time.
well, we'll get more than or enough. You can technically beat this game without leveling up at all. It's just significantly harder. Ow. Which one are you? Aha. So I'm gonna grab him. Come here. Really? Yeah, I'm not fighting that thing. We just need one more piece of... okay. I'm really not fighting this thing. Perfect. I'm not fighting you. Go away. Finally. Yeah, some of these enemies have really, really long engagement distances. Also, gyro stabilizer. This is a good one. We've got a couple of implants. The important one, though, is the gyro stabilizer version 2. Safety requirement for Creo employee working at significant height. Gyro stabilizers use reinforced micro gyros that activate when user is braced in a stable position, significantly reducing the effect of absorbing impacts, essentially reducing the stamina cost of blocking. And I think we picked up, did we pick up a new weapon? No. But yeah, we just need the legs for this thing. But we do need that bonus. Speaking of legs, I need more leg parts, though. Oy. I do not believe they can operate stairs. I might be wrong, though. Yeah, it looks like they can't do stairs, which is fine with me. What? Couple whacks to the head, you'd think he'd go down, but no. Reinforced pipes still not worth. Actually, that might be what we're looking for. But I'm not sure. These are metal detectors. There we go.
D, will you check in? I waited 30 minutes for you yesterday. That's far too long for me to be out and about. I need those items. But if you can't procure them, I have other sources, so don't worry. Just let me know you're okay.
We want to get his attention so that we can kill him without stepping in the goo. Actually, I'm not entirely sure we can do that. We don't want to step in the go. Again, this is more. There's more going on here. Let's fix this elevator, and this should shortcut us back to ops, I think. But there's also this thing up here. I want to see what this is first. We're heading towards the boss fight now. It's just at the end of this tunnel. More blue X cables. Also, the flashlights are in different places on each rig, and they do... I didn't realize this was here. I think they added this. They also provide different levels of illumination depending on what rig you're using. The Liquidator rig has little green lights on every piece of armor. So it provides awful illumination, but it is kind of neat to look at. Alright, so we need a leg. Come here, I'm going to take your leg. There we go, and that's our full suit of Liquidator. And now we can hop in this thing and go back to ops, or somewhere close enough. Because I am kind of curious to see where this comes out, because I haven't played this game in a couple of years. And I think it shows. Shut up. Oh, we're here. Excellent. Alright, so I'm going to head back to ops, maybe construct some armor, and I'll see you guys in the next video as we head to the boss.